Good morning, dear students. In the previous class, we discussed cellular respiration. It is of two types, aerobic and anaerobic, and you understood about the topic in detail. And this respiration is not a single step reaction. This respiration is a series of steps. It does not take place in a single step. It is a series of reactions, and compared to anaerobic respiration, aerobic respiration produces more energy. So this is all we learned in the previous class. Today I would like to ask a question to you children. Can energy be released without oxygen? Yes, I can hear from you. Yes sir, you told us already that in the absence of oxygen, anaerobic respiration occurs in bacteria and also yeast and also in many organisms. But now I came up with a wonderful topic, that is which happens in our body too. Anaerobic respiration occurs in our body too. For example, when we are running a 100-meter race, for example, we are going on a race, a 100-meter. So what will happen for us? After some time, we get pain in our muscles. So as soon as you have done vigorous exercise or strenuous exercise, what happens to your muscles? You feel pain. What is the reason for this, children? Yes, in our body also, sometimes energy is produced without oxygen. So anaerobic respiration occurs in our body. So what happens? So aerobic respiration is not sufficient. So what happens is the sugar molecule or food molecule which is present in your muscles is directly changed into lactic acid and energy is produced, which is already present in your muscles. When you are doing strenuous exercise, what happens? The sugar is broken down, not in the presence of oxygen, in the absence of oxygen, to give you energy. Lactic acid is produced, and after some time you feel pain. But if you take rest for some time, what happens? Slowly your pain will be reduced. So this is the reason why we feel pain in muscles. Now I'd like to ask a question. Why do we feel pain in muscles after strenuous exercise? Yes, in our body anaerobic respiration occurs and lactic acid is accumulated in our muscles. So after we take a rest for some time, what happens is this lactic acid is slowly consumed in our body and we feel better after some time. So this is the concept. So what happens in this situation during the strenuous exercise? There a condition occurs, that is oxygen depth. What is oxygen depth, children? So sometimes our body is deprived or in shortage of oxygen. At that time, what happens? Anaerobically we get energy. At that time lactic acid is produced, but the energy which is produced in anaerobic respiration is less compared to aerobic respiration. So this is oxygen depth and this is about accumulation of lactic acid in our muscles, children. So I too have seen a running race. My famous athlete Usain Bolt, when he was running a 100-meter race, I saw him, he was not taking breath at all. So it is a concept which is related to our topic. Why he did not take the breath? After some time, after 100 meters race, immediately he stopped at the end line and he is panting. So without oxygen, from where did he get energy? Yes, there anaerobically the sugar molecule has been broken down into lactic acid and energy, and afterwards that oxygen has to be repaid later. This condition is called as oxygen depth. Hope you have understood. Thank you so much.